I just wanted to do a quick Grasshopper resto update. So this is all the rust come off of the old Grasshopper and dirt, soaked in vinegar, brown vinegar and simple green. There's the parts there. That's the water. You can't really see it, but it's red. So that's been soaking for 3 weeks, those parts. The motor, a bunch of the gears, some of the arms. I should have threw the arms in the other bin, but whatever. That's, that's what that tub looks like, so I can't even use that for anything else. But I'm going to get these all wiped down, cleaned up, scraped, because some of the stuff looks like it's corroded. Some of the steel looks pretty bad. So I'm going to see if I can scrape it up, restore it, and get it back in the Grasshopper and see what we can do. Alright. I'm cleaning these parts. It's looking like 3 weeks been sitting in this tub, supposedly degreasing, but it doesn't look like it did that good of a job. You know, I'm still pulling a shit ton of grease and crap off of this. Now I know that the rust was pulled off a lot of the stuff, which was good, but the grease, look, it's still on there. So I mean, I could have used a different degreasing formula, and I know there's stuff out there. I was actually looking at some stuff I found on Amazon that was supposedly really good for degreasing, but you know, that's neither here nor there. My goal was to get the rust off of most of the steel parts. And it looks like we got it. So now it's just a matter of re-cleaning and degreasing these actual parts that have, you know, the grease on them. So now that we got the rust off, we can get the grease off. I don't know. I feel like if I would have taken this stuff out sooner, I don't think it would have been better, or in better I would have been in a better situation. I think it's pretty much, it is what it is. This is pretty gross. I don't want to get into all wire brushing and all that other shit either. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's worth that much effort to get this thing back to, look at that. Sitting in that bowl with all that stuff, and now it's like brown gears. I don't know. I just don't. It's already cost this damn restoration project has cost me more, almost twice as much as the actual re-release kit would have cost me. So I'm really not looking to spend much more money on this shit. I'm probably gonna get some degreaser, you know, do that, and then put it back together and shelf it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get it nice looking and clean it up and shelf clean it, because I'm not spending any more money on this. It was a great kit, it's nostalgia and all that bullshit, but you know, I don't have that kind of money to keep investing in a restoration project that isn't going to yield any real great results afterwards. Again, I mean, it's been fun, you know, to get all the parts and stuff and, you know, see it come back to life, but I haven't even seen that yet. So this is just the cleaning and the degreasing. But I'm gonna keep on going, and then we'll get back to you guys in a bit. Alright, so I got all the parts brushed off and kind of degreased a little, got the grease off as much as I could. These shocks, they came with the car. They're pretty bad. They're pretty wasted. I don't think I'm going to try and recover this, especially this one here. This one, the spring literally disintegrated in certain parts because of all the rust that was on them. It's pretty much gone. The drive shafts are in pretty bad shape too. They're pretty gnarly. Sorry about the focus there, guys, but they're pretty bad. Look at that huge crater right there. Look at that. So the threads are still good. You know, Those are still good, but I think what I'm gonna do, everything else is pretty good. Anything that has like stainless steel is really good. Anything that had regular steel is pretty shot. Same thing. I mean, look at that. That's that huge gouge. Like that's just a huge. I was brushing it, and a huge chunk of rust just came right out. So I'm gonna see what it costs, I guess, to order new drive shafts. You know, and I mean the gears are okay. They're good. A little dingy, you know, a little dirty looking, but they're good. They're still in good shape. I did notice that the arms are bowed a bit. You can see that. That's not supposed to be that way. I mean, I don't think it's really hurting it that much, but look at that. That's an extreme one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's you know, unfortunate. I mean, the tree for this is really cheap anyway. I think I have it like in my queue for eBay or whatever. But we're gonna get what we can back together with all the new stuff I did get. I'm gonna keep and try to restore these front shocks because the chassis itself doesn't have the front arms for the shocks anymore. It has this plate in place of it, right? So these shocks go like that, you know, pretty much, and then into the lower arm. So I'm gonna try and recover these shocks. I don't know where these came from or who makes them or what. I have no clue what they're from. It looks like a crawler shock, like a, you know, from like the whole realistic crawler looking thing. They still work. They're still pretty spongy, you know, pretty good. And I know it's not just springs. I think it's oil in there. I don't know. I got to open it up and see. The springs are still good on these. They're not rusted or anything, but they're also different. If you see here, you see that? How different they are, and one is how much shorter one is than the other. It's really weird. Like, they're not the same shock at all. Like, almost, you know, like whoever put this together just kind of like threw some parts together. You know what? I might actually just get a whole new set of shocks. I'm just gonna get a whole new set of shocks because I don't want to fuck with. I just noticed that was two completely different shocks. So that's unfortunate. That's, you know, that's sad. But, you know, this is the part of the process, right, for restoring these things. And I know now for the next one, if I ever do another restoration, which I probably, at this point, I'm going to say no, that I'm not going to do another restoration. I think that's cool, you know, and I respect those that have done it. But I don't like the financial investment of restoring a car. That's too much money for a hobby that is only a part of one of my many hobbies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a small little piece of so many hobbies that I have. Like, you know, it's not. Look at that. You know, I have way too many hobbies to investing that much time and money into one project of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I love the Grasshopper. It's my first RC car, RC grade car at that, but I don't love it that much. So I'm gonna see if I get new drive shafts, because that's definite, and I guess new shocks, and leave it at that. And that's gonna be it, because yeah, I'm not gonna go any further. And if I look at the drive shafts, I'll be dead honest. If I'm going through the drive shafts and I have to buy a whole bag of parts for it, and the shocks I know are around $40, $45. I already know that. I looked them up. We're looking at a $45 investment plus whatever this investment is. I might just scrap the project and use these as spare parts for the re-re. And I'm just going to get a fucking re-re, and that's just going to be that. So, it's a little disheartening, a little disappointing. But, you know, you don't know until you get in there and crack it open and find out. I mean, the motor had so much rust on it. I'm pulling off metal flakes from the can, you know, and I don't even know if it's going to run. I mean, this is a 380. I was going to put a 540 in it anyway, but still, I don't know. I might leave it at 380 because I think it should stay stock. But making it like 100% original is too expensive. was coming out to be too expensive. So we'll see what we can fix, what we can survive, what will survive, and if it comes out to be too much for the parts and the last bit of parts that I need, because I have already spent so much money on wheels and chassis parts and, you know, frame parts, you know, it's too much. So I'll look into it and I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you know.